Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get your ass over to jerichogreen.net. $3.99 monthly subscription gets you exclusive access to my videos before anybody else. And this video is sponsored by Noble Gold. Do you know about shrinkflation? This is inflation by stealth, where you get less and less burger or candy for your dollar. But the Fed claims inflation's not a problem. Noble Gold solves this. You know that with a precious metal IRA, you can hedge growing prices and retire worry-free. You'll keep up with the Fed's inflation too. This month, Noble Gold is giving away a free 5-ounce pure silver America the Beautiful bullion coin with every eligible IRA and 401k rollover. To learn more about the services offered by Noble Gold, please visit noblegoldinvestments.com or call us at 877-646-5347. So, you may have heard about that small gathering of Haitians at the U.S./Mexico border. You see them gathering under the bridge. You see them crossing the river like there's nobody there to stop them, because there isn't. And something else I wanted to talk about, I mentioned it in another video. Not only are these flights back to Haiti not even working, they're taking 300 people per plane load and there's 10,000. How long is that going to take? You think these Haitians are going to sit there tapping their foot, checking their watch? Man, when's that plane going to come to take us back to the very same shithole that we fled? No. They're going to do what they've been told to do. They're going to do what they were told to do when Biden is pervertus in his fucking administration, and that dumb, worthless Kamala the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical. They're going to do what they were told by them when they rang that damn dinner bell to the third world. Lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. Y'all come up here to the United States and get you some vittles. We got health care, we got housing, we got more food than you've ever had in your whole life in one store. So come on up to the United States. Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's what they did. So these Haitian people are going to do what they were told to do. They're going to spread out into the interior of the United States, never to be heard from again. That's exactly what they're going to do. But before they do, when they're gathered in this humongous group under these bridges in Texas with these poor living conditions, there are not enough porta potties for everyone. There's not enough fresh drinking water for everyone. So what happens when you get a giant group of people, add some heat, and mix it in with a little bit of filth and poor sanitation? I know, you get something called cholera and a whole host of other diseases that come from these types of situations. So what are they going to do with that? When all these people are gone and they left all their soiled linens and whatever else they leave on the ground, what's going to happen with all that filth? You think it might end up in that river that's nearby? You think that might be an issue for the residents of Del Rio? Wait a minute. But they told us they cared about black lives. They didn't say where the black lives had to come from for them to care. They said they cared about black lives. What about these black lives? Huh? You don't care about them. You got them living in squalor down there at the border. Why don't you collect them and send them back over the border? I remember when Trump made Mexico put their own damn troops on the border to keep them out of here. What happened to that? Those situations are disgusting. And people are asking me, how in the hell did all of these Haitians end up in South America, or eventually at our border? Well, in 2010, when they had that horrible earthquake where between 100 and 300,000 people died, they sent a lot of them to South America, Brazil and shit. So they've been hanging out there for 10 years. So how is it America's problem now? We need to let them in. We need to take care of them. How is it America's fault when they've been down there for 10 years? What about those South American countries that took them in? What about their own fucking Haitian government? How much money do we have to pour into that country to prop up their government and their infrastructure? There has to be a way that we can build, or they can build, safe, earthquake-proof buildings in Haiti. We do it in California. We got earthquakes all the time here. How come we don't have 50, 100,000, 300,000 people dead from a 7.0 earthquake? It's called infrastructure. So where is all this money gone? That's been pumped into Haiti from America and other countries, but I'm sure we gave the most. That's what we do. So what about their government? When is their government going to get their shit together and make Haiti a place that Haitians want to stay? Why is it our fault? Or why is it our problem? Why are we saddled with fixing the Haitian people and taking care of the Haitian people? But then again, this is the message they're sending out. So no Cubans, no Haitians, but we will take Afghans and Mexicans, Hondurans, El Salvadorians, Guatemalans, whatever. Anybody south of the border, come on in, according to them. Anybody south of the border or from Afghanistan, come on in. No, we don't need to vet you. Just get over here. I know you bringing all your third world diseases and shit, malaria and all that, but just come on. Same thing with the people coming south of the border. No COVID tests, no vaccines. Come on in. But you Cubans and you fucking Haitians, y'all got to stay out. So you're sending them mixed signals. But either way, it's not our fault, it's not our problem, it's not our responsibility to take care of these people. Why do we always got to foot the bill for the world's problems? Because we have the most. We're so rich. Okay, that doesn't mean we got to give it away to the rest of the damn world. What about the Haitian government? Again, the people, all these South American countries, because when you seek asylum, you seek it in the first country that you come to. Not the best, the first. So that would mean Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala, hell, all those countries all the way up to Mexico. What about them? What about their responsibilities? It's just funny to think that we have an organization in this country called Black Lives Matter, but you got pictures of all these black lives living in squalor. You got pictures of these black lives being chased down on horseback, but I don't hear shit from Black Lives Matter. How come they're not on the border protesting for the fair treatment of these black lives? I thought they cared, but like I say, certain Black Lives Matter. So I'm going to leave this on a note. I'm going to leave you with a story that's going to make a single drop of blood come out of your nose with anger and disbelief. I will put a link in the description box to the video. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's a little boy. He can't be more than 2. I'm guessing like a year and a half, 2 at the most. And it's in New York. This is under the new governor. What's her name? Governor Hochul. She took over for the pervert, Cuomo. So in the video, you got the little boy. He's sitting down on the carpet. And this teacher, you can't see her face, but she keeps putting this mask on the little boy's face, and he keeps taking it off. Every time he takes it off, she puts it back on. She's pulling his head back, trying to put the mask back on. He pulls it off. She's putting it on. He's pulling it off. Obviously, this little boy doesn't want to wear it. So either leave him the fuck alone or figure out some teacher-like way to convince this little boy to wear his mask. If not, leave him alone. This shit is crazy. The kids that young don't even have a problem with fucking sweet and sour sniffles. But you're over here traumatizing this little boy, upsetting this little boy for what? To put a piece of cloth over his face that don't mean shit, that's not going to do anything except give him recycled air that his body is expelling, CO2? Leave these kids alone. I would be so mad, so pissed, so angry if I saw a video of one of my kids' teachers doing that when they're that young. This is a baby. He doesn't understand what you're trying to do. He doesn't understand your bullshit mandates. All he understands is, this thing makes me uncomfortable. I can't breathe. I don't want it on my face. So take it off his face. What is the point of making a baby wear a mask? Please, somebody tell me. Do you want your baby breathing in CO2? That can't be good. There's got to be a reason that our body expels it. Our body doesn't want it. So why are you going to put it back in that little baby's face? That shit is disgusting. That shit is perverted and weird. Again, I put a link in the description box. You can see that bullshit yourself. What is the point? That poor little boy is crying. This woman keeps putting that shit. And what about the other kids? When are you going to stop doing that and focus on the other kids and do the job you're paid to do and take care of and educate these kids? Instead of sitting here for 10 minutes trying to put a mask on a baby's face that doesn't want it. If anything, contact his parents to come pick him up. But don't traumatize that little boy by doing that bullshit to him. That made him upset, and that probably scared the shit out of him. You think he's going to want to go back there? How do you think he's going to be at home? This is uncharted territory, people. We've never seen no weird, hysterical shit like this before. Somebody let me know in the description, in the comment section, what are the numbers on children under 2 years old contracting the sweet and sour sniffles? And what's the mortality rate for people that young? They don't even understand. You can't expect them to partake in this bullshit. That little boy didn't know nothing except, this makes me uncomfortable. I want it off. So why didn't that teacher take it off his face? It's going to take people to uprise against this shit. I couldn't believe it. I saw a thumbnail of an article about Black Lives Matter out there protesting against the vaccine. What? What the hell is going on here? You mean to tell me we can find a scoop of brains amongst that group of people if they know this is bullshit, as stupid as they are? We got to do something about this, people. Again, link in the description box. Check that shit out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So I'm going to get in here with my beautiful wife and kids and fight with my daughter to do her math homework. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Make sure you use the Linktree link and get on JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.